back of my mind is, where do we start a revolution? You know, the department is 600,000 strong. And by next year, before June, we should be hiring another 61,500 teachers. That makes us not only the biggest bureaucracy, but also maybe 2-3 times bigger than the Philippine Army. If we want a revolution, we can start a revolution. And I sincerely hope that that revolution will start from the point of view of reforming our educational system. In years past, all of my press conferences have talked about 5 key shortages, 2 of which we are able to address this year: printed textbooks and armchairs. In the budget that has been approved on second reading yesterday in Congress, we should be able to address the other 3 remaining shortages. 61,500 teachers, aided by around 50,000 from the locally funded teachers. The construction of classrooms to meet the 66,800 that we tagged as our shortage in 2010, and building around 90,000 toilets. That will allow us to reach and provide our 20 million plus students from kinder all the way to 4th through high school with the ideal learning environment, sanitation, learning resources. And I think the department will start getting bored if we reach those shortages. We've always put in our program, after those initial 5 shortages, how do we now engage technology? And the difference between those 5 shortages and technology is that technology is not just meant, I think, to address the targets of being on the same level as the rest of the world. But in an interesting way, technology also provides many other solutions to even those 5 shortages that we've mentioned. Technology will impact on the number of teachers and the quality of teaching. Technology should impact on even the number of classrooms and armchairs, and obviously technology should impact also on our textbooks if we were to rely not just on printed textbooks. I have no doubt that if there is any revolution that we will need to make in terms of education, and maybe even nation building, it will have to be also working on the limitless possibilities that technology offers. As I say that, we are very conscious that that particular challenge should not just be looked upon from the point of view of budget, because whatever investments we put on technology obviously will allow us to do only maybe 10-15% of the limitless possibilities that technology can offer in terms of education itself. What students can learn, should learn, what teachers can access and provide to their students, how do we make, in fact, learning even more dynamic and responsive to the needs of students. By next year, part of the groundwork for this particular partnership is focused on hardware. So we've been working the past years on laboratories, computer laboratories for high schools, and we should be reaching around 100% of the 7,600 plus high schools by that time, and around 70% of the 38,000 elementary schools. That is a first step. But it's useless to invest in those kinds of hardware unless the use of the hardware allows us to make an impact on the learning experience of students and of teachers. This wonderful partnership with Google is in fact a very appropriate, comes at a very appropriate time, because it provides us with a venue whereby teachers cannot just receive and send email, but also access on many other applications that hopefully will impact on their ability, the quality of learning, of teaching, as well as the ability of the department to communicate with them more directly, both to send information from the central office, but also to retrieve information, especially those that are most critical in addressing all of our needs. We have been very blessed with this partnership with Google. There is no financial part in this partnership, except maybe for us to allow Google to use us as a laboratory. I don't know if Google is partnered with any other institution or system where you'd have to reach out to 660,000 individuals. And I suppose our experience in the use of the department will allow Google also to improve, refine whatever software as well as processes it has, so that IT can actually become a real partner in learning. Obviously, the department, as we go into this major revolution, will allow us to also make an impact on our K-12 curriculum. These days, we are not only thinking of just printing more textbooks, more than ensuring that the information, the modules, can become more animated, more exciting for students, can be updated, corrected almost in real time, as well as allow our teachers and maybe students to also contribute to that pool of knowledge which will allow the Philippines to reach its education for all targets by 2015. We are very, very excited with this new facility, and we hope this partnership will be met with a warm welcome from our educational sectors and allow the Philippines to also be in touch with what is happening in the rest of the world. Good afternoon to everyone.